Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. My name is Elena Riley. I work here at First Alert 6 on our digital team. Pardon me, on our digital team, bringing you news throughout the day on our website. And this morning, I have our top headlines for you just to start your day, get you ready to get going, get you in the know. So we'll head over there to our website, to my web story here. Here we are at First Alert 6 and my web story. There we are. Our outage map, we had some power outages this morning, so let's talk more about that and some other headlines. All right, so my top headline for this morning is actually from Rusty. He spoke about some lingering morning showers and storms this morning. So Rusty says overnight storms have left. There's some wet roads, maybe some storm damage, some wind damage around town. We have seen some of that here in the Omaha Metro, just as we're waking up. Rusty says any rain or storm should exit to the east by 9 a.m., so right about now, leaving us with a much quieter day now. So some good news there from Rusty. He says a round of storms that happened last night was strong, just wind spread enough to use up most of this energy that we had for these storms in our area. So there's his update. Other than that, for today, for Wednesday, it's going to be muggy with highs a little cooler and the lower 80s. So there we are. Other than that, as I mentioned, be wary of that storm damage. We saw like a tree down somewhere here. So we're gonna have more on that later, but just be mindful of that. Next, I mentioned those power outages. We had some this morning, about over 2,000 people that were impacted by these outages, mostly in Douglas County, is what we were hearing from OPPD, and on their outage map, they have that good little visual for you to see who's impacted. Of course, this is a connection to the severe weather we were having overnight. What else? At about 4 a.m. check of the outage map, the customers, there were 1,200 in Douglas County, about 129 in Washington, 113 in Sarpy County, 38 in Saunders, and then 176 in Cass County. So, like I said, majority in Douglas there, a lot going on there. We checked the outage map. It does look like a lot of northwest Omaha area. So we'll head back over there quick. Here we are. Let's get another check of the outage map. Okay, so only about a little over 300 right now. So they've done a great job at getting crews out there, getting things ready to go, getting people their power back on. Yeah, I think that's all I have there. Some good news. We still do not know an update on when the rest of them are going to be all ready to go, but still some good news there. Okay. A little more on last night. There was a severe thunderstorm watch that Emily Roller talked about. It was set to run for the metro area until about 3 a.m. this morning. And like always, if you are experiencing an outage, you can report that to OPPD on their website. So I have a link here for that. My next top headline is that the La Vista Police Department has found a missing 15-year-old boy. This is early this morning. We had that update. So this boy was reported missing last night after leaving his home in the La Vista area. The public was asked to help find him from the police department, of course. And thankfully, around 7 a.m. Today, we heard that the boy has been found. So some good news there, that the family is excited for that. Good job for La Vista Police for getting that done really quick. Next, this morning, Governor Jim Pillen and Attorney General Mike Hilgers are expected to make a major joint announcement this morning. So we do not have a lot of information on this. They're very vague in what they told us, so definitely something there to watch for. We had a release that was sent by Hilgers' office. It did not specify, like I said, what the announcement is about, but we will keep you updated online as well as on air when we do hear more. This event with their big announcement will be streamed on Nebraska Public Media here at 9 a.m. So as of right now, it is going to be streamed, and we're going to find out what they have to say for us. They're going to be speaking from the state capitol, of course. Other than that, today, Pillen will join some other state senators, other officials to sign some ceremonial copies of a couple of bills just meant to create government efficiencies, is what a release says to us. So Pillen has a busy day today, as usual. You're welcome. Great. Yes. Alrighty. We have that. We're getting that recorded now, so I'll have that for you. Next, my top headline is that the remains of a Nebraska soldier will be coming home today after more than 80 years of that missing. So some great news there for that family. This is U.S. Army Private Erwin Shoup. He was 30 of Plymouth when he died. Of course, 30 years old from Plymouth, Nebraska. He was captured during World War II. He died as a prisoner of war about in 1943. And Shoup was among those reported to be held at a camp. There's more than 2,500 people that perished in this camp during the war, of course. Records show that he was buried in a common grave before his remains were sent for testing. This happened in 2018, so a couple of years ago. He was accounted for in this January, by an agency. Of course, the family was told about it before us and the public knew about it, but some good news there. The funeral services and burial will happen on Friday in Plymouth, so he will return home for that. Great. All right, my last top headline is some fun stuff for Husker fans, of course. I know many of us here in Nebraska. So starting this morning at about 10 a.m., so in less than an hour, tickets will be on sale for the Big Red Preview. Amazing. Oh, I love that one. They'll get going to that. So of course, fans can get their tickets starting today to see the 2025 Nebraska football team make its debut. This is happening in August. Is happening August 2nd, to be exact. So Big Red Preview, the tickets will be on sale at Huskers.com starting at 10 a.m. today. From what we're told, West Club tickets will be about $30, adult tickets will be about $20, and then youth for $10. Other than that, there's the annual Fan Day that's also happening, held at the Hawk Center in the afternoon on that same day on August 2nd. Of course, that's a free event. It just lets fans interact with Husker players. Maybe you do some fun autographs, things of that nature. If you do get tickets, all seats are general admission. Attendees will also get a chance to see the new playing surface inside of the stadium. So good news there. What else? It'll be their first practice in full pads at Memorial Stadium as well for that Big Red Preview. That's always a fun one to go to. Okay. That is all the top headlines I have for you today. I bring you this streaming every weekday around 9 a.m., as well as this web story around 6 a.m., just to get you in the know, as I said. All right, so thank you very much for joining me. Please tune into our newscast throughout today to get some updates on these things I was talking about right now, as well as tune into our weather. You know, we all love to be updated on that. All right, thank you very much.